out. Here's the pick and bans for this upcoming matchup, nosfa versus DaHanG. We're going to start with Awoken, go to Veil, and then round it out if needed with Molten Falls. Thoughts about champions here?
I think a lot of people wouldn't have assumed that nosfa would have got this far. Maybe loses round 3, round 4, but we've been very impressed with how nosfa plays. It's like I mentioned before, if he plays a little bit predictable like he did in the past, then there is some worries here. He's got the gun skill and the confidence and the aggression. He's got all the pieces to the puzzle, which this is map positioning and his movement. And it seems like now that he actually is playing more unorthodox compared to before, he could give DaHanG a run for his money. And even when it's going to Awoken, that is nosfa's best map by a mile, and it'll be a great way to get some momentum going through.
All right, well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. We'll see you at the wrap. It sounds like we are about ready to hop in this game, and it looks like we are. I'm going to cast another one, so if it's okay, 40 Lions, you want to join me for this one?
I would love to. It would be an honor and a pleasure, sir. As we get into the last game of the day, who from NA is going to break into the third spot? Is it going to be the Team Liquid teammate, or is it going to be lightning in a bottle? We shall see shortly.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this one. I have fond memories of watching nosfa during the kickoff event that happened a year ago, and of course throughout his stages here. And I think for DaHanG, he's looking for a little bit of redemption, having to fight through that lower bracket to reach his spot. But however, you got to do it. And here we go. First frag out very, very quickly through the teleporter. DaHanG's on the board with that first one, landing a kill with the lightning gun.
Real quick out of the gate for DaHanG. I feel like a lot of players know that DaHanG is good, but sometimes he's underrated and discredited as a dueler sometimes lately. So I definitely think that he wants to shine here today and make sure that he secures his place in Championship Sunday.
Yeah, earlier, I'm not sure exactly. Well, hold on. We got a battle here. LG versus LG, and DaHanG takes that one quite easily. Had a beat on him the entire time. And earlier today, there was discussion about whether or not DaHanG likes his nickname, the Accountant. And, there's another player who is kind of known for his timing and, bringing mathematics to the game. And hold on, another vital here at the Mega Health. And, again, DaHanG's going to come out on top of that. I mean, he's just had a very good start here. And to finish my story, that player was CZM, and I'm not comparing DaHanG to CZM, but I do feel like their brains in game work very similarly in how they work.
CZM, an absolute legend. DaHanG, a legend in his own right, but he needs to win this one to kind of solidify it and help the legacy a little bit. Off to a good start, 3-0. nosfa needs to be careful and kind of stop the bleeding here. He doesn't want this to get out of hand.
Yeah, 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock, and DaHanG right now sitting pretty with at least the Mega now. He's going to grab that there. He takes up. He's got full stack. We've got separation between our power-ups here, and he's got to feel confident being up 3 frags already. So far, nosfa hasn't necessarily given him any contention that's made him feel less confident in this matchup. 2 rails are missed right there, but that's not going to stop him as he makes the rocket jump up, trying to find his opponent there, sending out that preemptive LG, and he'll just back off because he can.
Missed out on the Mega there. DaHanG with a little bit of regression, and nosfa read it well, and he got in on one item, but he needs to start dealing some damage. His stacks are about even there. Nice little jump from DaHanG to get back to the Mega. Not lucrative on the nail this time. We saw him kind of have that last stand against Saige, but nothing doing on that one. Now a lot of damage coming out from nosfa down from under as DaHanG kind of takes middle ground here. A lot of LG again and forces out the Ghost Wall.
Was that a shotgun shot from down below?
I think so.
Well, he
skeet shooting on that one.
Yeah, he did. That's exactly right. And he does get rewarded a frag off of that. Came back. I mean, DaHanG actually recovered quite nicely from that. But nosfa with the LG to bring it back, and suddenly kind of stopping the momentum a little bit. And so let's see if he could do anything with this.
Let's hit that follow-up rail. Needs to be careful. Tri-bolt at this range is bad. The nail gun again from DaHanG, trying to pepper away at nosfa. Good rail. Mega is up, but he shouldn't go for it at all. Just trying to line up a shot. DaHanG needs to be really careful now. Very wary. There's a great jump over rail as he secures the Mega, and now he's going to go for the kill over at the Heavy here. nosfa absolutely just trying to hide. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. DaHanG punches him in the face.
That was a great frag. I have to wonder about that hesitation on the Mega. I mean, I couldn't actually see through nosfa's vision where DaHanG was if he was sitting literally above that platform. But it seemed like, maybe he had a chance to grab it. But, DaHanG with a nice flyover and then followed it up with the frag. 1-4 right now. We're got about 6 minutes remaining on the clock. And I would say this is a, reasonably paced matchup here so far with DaHanG holding on to most of the control.
Yeah, nice and easy. This is the pace DaHanG wants. nosfa would like to turn it up a little bit. He is a little bit more aggressive than most players, but he needs to be careful, not only because of the stack, but because of the control that DaHanG has. As he's holding that middle ground, that rail's going to open it up for nosfa if he wants to try and get a little crazy here. But DaHanG, again, the item timing is so good. He knows he has the Mega to fall back on. He knows when to take fights and when to concede. Yeah,
I completely agree. He rocket checks that heavy there, and no, that's not there. He grabs it. And I feel like between the rail games so far, other than what we saw early on, nosfa's actually been hitting some pretty decent rails, but with DaHanG having that stack and, I would almost argue having a better position, these little, hunt and pecks aren't as effective as I think nosfa needs them to be.
Yeah, he needs to try and turn it up and get at least 2 or 3 in a row, as opposed to just 1 and then allowing DaHanG to fall back onto an item anyway, thus making it kind of useless damage. The fisticuffs come out immediately as nosfa needs to get out of there. Very, very weak, and the rail at the last second. DaHanG, what a shot there. 5-1 as the accountant goes up. He's taking inventory right now.
You got blood and sweat in your eyes, 40 Lion, and you break out of it, and you're like, oh, I need to do a 180 flick rail right now, and then that is a frag right there. So nicely done DaHanG, up 5-1, again, continuing on with this control. And, at this point in time, he is definitely setting the pace. He's, like, running the course. nosfa's just having a difficult time, not only, like, hitting away at the advantages that DaHanG has, but even getting himself a weapon set or items to prepare him for this. Yeah, he can take the fights in the condition that he's in, but it's not going to turn out too well for him.
That damage from DaHanG, so strong, falls back onto the Mega yet again, forcing nosfa onto the weak side of the map, and also Ghost Walk down again for nosfa. Inopportune time now as DaHanG can pretty much just get this heavy for free. There's a good rail, but again, I think that connected right before the heavy pickup, so unfortunate.
I mean, he's got to be asking stuff like, what do I need to do to get myself a power-up? There's one of those hunt and peck rails right there that we saw, but again, there's not much to follow it up on. He is going to kind of peek out here, get a little bit more comfortable, and does land some lightning damage. He finally steals away a Mega. DaHanG not very happy about that, decides to contest it, down to 50-50 now. This might be the first time nosfa has a little bit of control, and there it is, a nice shotgun blast to put his second frag on the board. Got about 3.5 minutes left to go.
And I can't help but feel like DaHanG forced that. He didn't have any more rockets. He tried to make the tri-ball work at close range. It didn't work and almost gets rocketed out of the map, and fisticuffs aren't going to be enough. nosfa brought a shotgun to a fist fight there. Gets his third frag. 3 minutes down, 2. Heating up here for the Brazilian.
That was beautiful. That was a very nice textbook debate right there. Of course, DaHanG going to bring it right back, but popping that ghost walk, and then, of course, Rage coming out, but just turns right around. Beautiful shotgun to the back. DaHanG followed up with the rail to equalize things. Still a 3 frag difference. And off of that frag, 40 Lions, it seems like, he's just gone right back and has control of power-ups again. We'll see what happens here with Mega. 2 seconds, and again, DaHanG's just going to be able to grab it.
That rocket and rail was just so beautiful, forcing out the ghost walk, and then nosfa couldn't put up any kind of fight for Mega, and time is ticking. Every power-up DaHanG gets is just pretty much more and more security into taking this first map. Jump over rail will miss a little bit of splash damage from nosfa there as he's trying to run and hide. He's so weak, barely getting away there. DaHanG, another item claimed, and his stack is just huge right now.
It's huge, and he's got a nice little spread between the two. He can literally run this route back and forth. Oh, he's going to trap him there. He knows exactly where he's at. That rocket actually could have performed a little bit better for DaHanG, but the pop-up kind of saved nosfa in that moment. A great rail. Oh, no.
Gets thrown out the club.
Not like this.
That's it.
Thrown out the club, indeed. You're in violation of dress code, sir. need you to step up.
Girl, you can't wear those heels in here.
7-3, DaHanG with this 4-frag lead, and with about a minute and 30 seconds remaining, he will just continue to control this map up, or this matchup, and nosfa's going to have to start thinking about this next map we've got coming up here.
Rockets from DaHanG so strong, has the stack to just face tank rockets. nosfa couldn't get the max damage anyway, 8-3 with 1 minute left. I think DaHanG has secured his first map of the series here. He's getting closer and closer to punching his ticket towards Championship Sunday. That's a great combo. Nail to rail, he will not fail, as DaHanG just adding to his body count right now.
I wanted to get your comment on what a chat message that I saw. Never seen anyone with the luck DaHanG has at the end of fights. 40 Lion, your comment on that. Do you think that DaHanG is 20 in luck?
Sure. I don't think he's that lucky. I think he's very calculated, and I think some of the fights, sure, a little bit of luck goes both ways for duelers, but I don't think it's mostly luck.
No, just playing anyway. 11-3 now, as it's Twitch chat. You gotta like confirm this stuff here. 11-4, 10 seconds left. We're gonna be moving on to Vale as the second map with Ranger and Ison being played by nosfa and DaHanG. nosfa's not gonna be able to pull it out in this one. 4-11 is the final score there. And DaHanG is looking very comfortable, I would say, 40 Lions in this particular matchup right now.
Just really, really strong performance from DaHanG, and we're going to go into Vale for the second map, and we already saw DaHanG have a great performance on that previously. It's going to be Ranger for nosfa and Eisen again for DaHanG, so he really likes that turret play, and I'm going to imagine we see a lot more setups near the Mega with the turrets to just make trying to grab that Mega absolute nightmare for nosfa.
Yeah, agree. And we're seeing some frags here on the replay, and you have to remember that some of these early frags are actually a lot closer, and I think that's where that chat comment may have come from a little bit, because 1 or 2 additional ticks of damage that came out of there from nosfa, and DaHanG would have not been on the positive side of some of those trades, but a good first map showing from DaHanG. Again, if you just tuned in, this map, this matchup is going to determine which is the final member to join the finals bracket to take place tomorrow for Championship Sunday. It's been phenomenal games all weekend long. Oh, there was that unfortunate ring out. That's but we got some great games all weekend long. Are you excited as we head into day 3 here?
How could you not be? I mean, I wonder, kind of, in my own selfish way, if Kilson's sitting at home and he's kind of glad Cooler got knocked out. He's kind of like, good. Now I only have to worry about Rafa, because, again, the way to get the belt is pretty much the 3 previous champions had to win. Depending on who it would have been, it would have gone to them. So Kilson is kind of still in the running, even though he's out of this tournament, to take the belt overall. He's still there with his 2 previous wins.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't his preferred method, but it's like, at least, it's like, oh, this is a triple elimination tournament. I see. It's because in a way he does. He's going to be watching really closely the results of anything that Rafa is playing in to see how he might do. Already in chat, a lot of folks are chatting about what potentially and speculating about what could play out tomorrow. We truly won't be able to know this until we have the results of this game, nosfa and DaHanG. And we'll be jumping into Vale here in just a moment. But I have to say, like, that is a unique situation for Kilson to be in, right? His tournament life over, but still an opportunity to kind of wear that belt by the end of it.
Yeah, again, not the preferred method at all. He had a lot of high hopes going in. He wanted to be the 3-time. It's unfortunate, but now it's kind of that NFL playoff situation where he's like, okay, well, if this team beats this team, then I could still advance and I could still technically win based on seeding or whatever, but we'll see. I mean, again, it's Rafa, so he's gunning for that #1 spot as always, but there's been so many surprises this whole weekend that tomorrow is going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, I completely agree. And as it looks like we're about ready to load up into this match, I just want to give a shout out to everyone in chat on Twitch who's been watching, whether it's on Quake or Quake 2 or on the Bethesda page. Reminder that if you play a single game of Quake Champions this weekend, you unlock all the champions who are available. And in a 40 line, you've trained me on this talking.
Just hounding people about it, man.
Yes.
It's free to play. You play one match, you get all the champs for free. Like, why wouldn't it's just free? Just go take it. Everybody loves free 99 stuff. Just go get it.
Everyone loves the free 99 stuff. And here we go. Vale is coming up next. It is nosfa playing as Ranger and DaHanG as Ison, and getting ready to get this started. 40 Lions, it's a pleasure to be on the microphone with you again, and let's have fun.
Let's do it. Let's have a pun time. It's an absolute pleasure to be alongside such a legend here, and we'll see if this could be free 99 for DaHanG, as he's going to try and close this out in 2. A little bit of a skirmish over the Rockets, and DaHanG's out of there immediately.
He is out, and we're going to see nosfa here now in the field of view, raining some rockets down below. It's one of the things I really do like about this map. The verticality of it is, one of my favorite things. I wouldn't want this in every single map, but like how this one really plays out. And I'm curious to see how nosfa comes off of this previous game versus DaHanG 4-11, and what he can decide to do with it. So pretty early on. Oh, exchange of rockets.
That was a great follow-up rocket from nosfa there. I really liked that dire orb play earlier. He heard that turret get deployed up there. He decided to opt for the orb play up rather than go through the telly and get stuck. That's a great rail to hang on the back foot now as nosfa wants to chase. Almost hits that rail, but the turret haunts him anyway. DaHanG gets the frag. Wally pops off and says, "Brat!" and takes that first frag for DaHanG.
It's nicely done. DaHanG now getting an opportunity to have full control of the Mega and the Heavy. And that was unfortunate. Hit that first one, but the second one not going to happen. Some Tri-Bolt spam going up there. Going to deny his opponent this RL as well. And minute 30 in, and DaHanG's up 1, but that's where he wants to be and control this matchup.
And holding the high ground here with that turret. It's so strong, nosfa has to play it from down below. It's really hard jumping onto that churro, grabbing that heavy. The rocket splash, not a lot from DaHanG, so that's fortunate for nosfa. There's the dire orb aggressively, a little bit of misdirection, but it's still not going to be enough to win the Mega. Good fadeaway rail, though.
I like the rocket to try to anticipate him coming out of that orb, but didn't happen. He's going to retreat back and use some defensive rockets to keep nosfa at bay. Getting back up, saying hello to his turret yet again. Oh, nails him on that rocket coming through the doorway. Going to go back through the teleporter to take this height advantage again, where Heavy is waiting for him. And, he's taking a little bit of damage here, but he's got a route down. And there he completes it.
That is absolutely incredible that DaHanG survived that and somehow got both items.
Yep. Someone in chat, DaHanG's turret is better than my skill. I echo that. I'm with you on that one. 2 minutes, 36 seconds on this clock. Turret is up, and DaHanG is playing a little hide and seek right now, and he is definitely the seeker. He's going to just keep collecting Heavy and Mega, but does he have an idea where his opponent is?
It's a very, very passive play right now from nosfa. He's waiting by that jump pad down there just for a rail on the Heavy. He doesn't want to risk anything. He's going to give up the entire map, which is risky in and of itself. Playing super slow right now.
Really, really slow. And as you mentioned, you can do that. You're just going to always be in a disadvantage when you're going up against the full stack that DaHanG is pretty much carrying on to. He does bait out. There's a nice steal with using that orb, but he comes out of it in worse shape than he went in with it, and that is not the original plan. Rails are exchanged through the hallways of Vale, and once again, DaHanG puts himself back on top, and what looked like it could be an opportunity for nosfa unfortunately turned into a brick wall.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. Oh, the turret popping off on nosfa. Again, he needs to handle it, and he does in the nick of time, but so much damage, and all the information is in DaHanG's hands. The shotgun isn't going to be enough. 25 HP for nosfa, as DaHanG is just going to cycle these items, knowing nosfa is weak.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be frustrating. You think you get away from DaHanG, and then, oh, this turret's right there. Great exchange of rails, and these are the types of shots that, nosfa definitely needs. Unfortunately, once again, in such a strong grasp in the with Mega Help and with the Heavy, how does nosfa get through here? Even if he is doing some of this damage, even if he's coming up with a cheeky play here or there to steal away a Heavy, there's just like all the doors are closed for DaHanG.
Yeah, and he tried to play really sneaky right there behind the wall, but DaHanG found him, got a second frag. I mean, it's kind of a miracle that it's only 2-0 given how nosfa's been playing and all the damage DaHanG's been doing. nosfa has been doing a good job of chipping with Rocket and hitting Rail, although not hitting a ton of them. Chipping with a shotgun, he's going to moonwalk his way out of there, but now he's stuck. And DaHanG, if he just takes an angle, he should be able to get this frag there. Oh my god. Turret shotgun combo just for a little insurance. That's the third one for DaHanG.
That's rough. He just needed to breathe on him, but he said, I'll just throw my turret on you instead. So 3-0 now. We've got less than 5 minutes to go. This time, nosfa find himself on top, trying to see if he can use this to his advantage. Maybe steal something away. Oh my goodness. This is
right out of the air.
That's rough. I mean, DaHanG is just on point right now, and as far as like a champion pick, this just seems to be where he wants to be, and nosfa just having trouble finding anything.
I really hope people take notes and say, all right, no Eisen for DaHanG.
Yeah, you think?
This is spiraling out of control slowly. 5-0, but that's a great job from nosfa. Gets the drop on him, 22 HP, and Mega's going to be up. Is this going to be the turnaround that the Brazilian needs?
If it is, that would be great because, he's, I think, been as patient as he possibly can, doing some good rocket damage here, but still hurting himself, right? Is it worth it to take that fight, or maybe is the better play to just try to gain that control? I mean, when you have an advantage and you have DaHanG on the back foot, I think that makes a lot of sense, but he just grabs the Heavy, and he's at 1440. It's like, where is this health and armor going?
It's just getting demolished by DaHanG there as he was raining down rockets, rails, everything he could throw at him. But somehow, again, nosfa survives, still down by 4. But as long as he doesn't give up another frag, he still has a chance. There's some rocket damage, needs to be really careful, so incredibly weak. DaHanG will actually let him live for now.
Yeah. I mean, DaHanG's been very disciplined on picking his fights. Oh, takes a shot at the turret, but the rail is waiting on the other side. Shot from DaHanG. It's 1-6 now. And again, he takes almost immediately takes control back.
DaHanG firmly in the driver's seat now. And again, as time's ticking away, nosfa has to make crazier and crazier all-in plays to try and get back into this. And with the stack lacking, it's going to be harder and harder as DaHanG again right on time for this Heavy. We saw nosfa previously setting up there, trying to hit a rail on the Heavy. There's the Dire Orb in again, has to go all in with a shotgun, can't do it. Rockets from DaHanG too strong, 7-1.
I mean, I can appreciate trying to take any opportunity, and I don't think any of these have been bad opportunities. I just think that DaHanG has not necessarily fallen to any of these, whether they just are traps or just straight up engagements. Got a shotgun battle happening here. DaHanG comes out on top of that one, and you can kind of slowly feel it coming away from nosfa, and it's that scary moment for Lions where you're like, okay, well, the timer says I need to make a move if I want to come up with victory, but you have a 9 frag difference here with almost 2 minutes left to go, and you can kind of feel it slipping away.
Yeah, the lights are dimming right now for the Brazilian. It's almost closing time, 10-1 as DaHanG looks like he's going to take this. It would take a miracle. It might happen. Lightning in a bottle, you never know. But wow, with rockets like that, he shuts down any kind of hope.
Yeah, and I mean, it should be said, like, I mean, DaHanG is playing very, very well right now. He is running almost just the perfect circuits. His timing is on point, something that's been talked about throughout this entire tournament and even his entire career. Blasts him through the teleporter, picks up another one, 1-12. This has got to be feeling good for DaHanG, having the confidence that, like, I made it through that lower bracket. I wanted to make it directly in. Unfortunately, Chain got the best of me. An opportunity, maybe for some revenge later on, but more importantly, just making it to the third day, it was the goal here for DaHanG.
Absolutely. I mean, showing that, he has the mentality to make it through the lower bracket. Even in the last series we saw against Saigib, grinding it out. That's a fantastic shot from nosfa. Grinding it out, making sure that he played from behind, but he still played solid, being able to take back a Woken, steal it away from Saigib, and now kind of running over nosfa a little bit here, but yeah, it's stamping his ticket for tomorrow, and everything starts over.
Less than a minute to go, 12-2. We saw some phenomenal games all day long. I mean, I couldn't take my eyes off of not only the main stage, but also trying to watch with a side eye everything happening on the other streams as well. And certainly not a day. Well, there were some disappointments. I know there was definitely some, wow. There was definitely some, you know, upsets, if you will, some favorites that have gone, but I know I was entertained all day.
I think nosfa just stood in front of that one as Wally's popping off, and I would like to see Wally's damage after this, but that's going to be it. Book it, 14-2. DaHanG takes the series 2-0 over nosfa, and he is officially the third player for the Americas to make it to Championship Sunday.
Yep, we'll be taking a look at that bracket, and we'll be bringing all of the panel back together to talk about what you can expect tomorrow. Congratulations for DaHanG on his 2-0 victory over nosfa. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up and let you know what is in store for tomorrow here on the end of Day 2, the Quake World Championships. Don't go away. We'll be right back.